Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I do a ton of cleaning motivation videos here on my channel, and my goal is to inspire and motivate all of you out there to get up and get some things done in your own house. So put me up on your TV or on your phone, iPad, whatever, and clean along with me.
There are stains on your photo, little cracks on your rusty frame. Stuck in the muddle.
As I'm sure so many others are doing right now, I have been working from home for the last, I want to say it's been about 3 weeks now, which is just crazy to think about. I'm so used to working full-time in an office. It just feels like I've been gone forever, and it's just so surreal. But I felt like my kitchen and my living room has been taking so much more of a beating because we're home all the time and we're cooking so much more. So I really wanted to deep clean this area. So we're going to be focusing mainly on the kitchen and living room area. I also just recently moved into this apartment, so I still kind of have that feeling like I just want to excessively clean everything. Just because I don't know who lived here before, I don't know how well the apartment complex actually cleans up these places in between tenants, and I just feel like I want to make it feel more like mine and less like theirs, which I actually had a subscriber comment that on one of my most recent cleaning videos, and I could not have worded it better myself. That's exactly how I feel. So I've just been wanting to deep clean this kitchen like crazy. So I wanted to ask in this video how everybody is doing with everything going on. I personally have struggled a lot, and Carson and I have had some pretty major life changes over the last several months. The biggest one being obviously that we moved into this apartment and I became a single mom. So trying to adjust to that, and then literally the exact same day that I moved in is when this kind of lockdown situation started. So it's been hard. Our routine was completely thrown off. Our worlds have been completely flipped upside down, and we miss family so much, and it's hard not having family to lean on when you're going through this, because that's kind of what everyone says when you're going through a divorce, is just to really lean on the people around you, and there's nobody around us. So that's been really, really hard, and I've been trying to think of ways to make this positive for myself. So I was thinking over on my Instagram, I may actually start sharing kind of like my journey towards getting through this. I want to set some goals for myself for things I can focus on outside of the negatives. So I want to start, exercising and eating healthier and just trying to stay as positive as I can through this entire process, just to get through it and get to the other side, hopefully in a few months, and be able to see our families again and go back to Target and Starbucks and just do normal things. I do want to say that obviously the silver lining in all of this for me has been the fact that I get so much extra time with Carson, and I think that if I could choose any age ever, it would be him right now as a 2.5, almost 3-year-old, to spend all this extra time with him. So I'm definitely grateful. This is an opportunity that I will probably never get again, because I'm sure a lot of you know I work outside of the home full time. So that has been amazing, but we definitely both are missing our normal lives and our routine, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are feeling the same way. So if any of you are having a really, really hard time with this, which I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who are struggling right now, I just want you to know that I'm thinking of you and you're not alone. And I'm hoping that soon this will all be over and we'll all look back on it and we'll just be so appreciative of each other and of normalcy more than we ever have been before.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, nah.
So something that I have been doing since all of this started has been ordering HelloFresh, and this is not sponsored by them, but I just did want to mention it because it has been such a lifesaver through this entire process. And it's just hard right now for me to go to the grocery store because obviously I don't want to expose Carson to anything, but I'm alone. So if I want to go to the store, I have to bring him with me. So I try to avoid it as much as possible and just do one big shop every couple of weeks just to minimize our exposure. But it's been amazing to know that I have HelloFresh coming, so I have at least 3 really, really good dinners for Carson and I that I don't even have to think about. So that's been amazing, and I would definitely recommend that anybody who is kind of feeling like I am, where it's just everything is so overwhelming and you just need one thing made simple for you, I would definitely suggest you try out HelloFresh or another meal kit delivery service. But with all of that being said, I feel like my oven and my stovetop have definitely taken a little bit of a beating because I've been cooking so much and a lot of food splattering and just everything. So I really wanted to deep clean my stovetop as well as my oven. So here I'm just using Dawn dish soap and some baking soda just to scrub the whole thing out, and then I just wiped it clean with a wet rag.
I need somebody.
A small win for me in my new apartment is the fact that the little knobs on my stove actually come off so I can clean them. They didn't come off at my old house for some reason, and it drove me crazy because I felt like I could just never clean them properly. So when I realized that these knobs came off, I was so excited, and these are the things that you get excited about when you've been home for 3 weeks, so nobody make fun of me. I've mentioned this a couple of times, but the appliances in my new apartment are so difficult to clean compared to the ones that were in my old house. I had no idea that stainless steel was actually this bad. I always thought people were just being dramatic, and then I moved here and I realized how difficult these appliances are. My old ones were just amazing and they were just never streaky, and I could use literally any cleaner ever and they would be perfectly clean and streak free. I have to be so careful with these appliances, fingerprints and streaks, and what products I'm using. So far, the best thing I've found has just been the Wyman stainless steel cleaner. Anything else just leaves a splattery, streaky mess, and even this is not perfect. I've also noticed that magnets and things scratch up this refrigerator like crazy. So this has been like an ongoing battle for me, is dealing with these appliances, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with my apartment so far. I had a bunch of you guys suggest over on my last video that I bring the water table inside for Carson to play with, because I was talking about how it's been too cold for us to go outside and burn any energy, and it's just felt like he's been cooped up and bored. So I tried it out and I brought it inside and he played with it for like 10-15 minutes, but you know what? I would consider that a win because he's so little. He does not have very much of an attention span. So even just keeping him busy for a little while so I could get like one thing done, it was worth it. I read something recently about an afternoon refresh, which is just when you pick up everything and kind of clean up and start fresh for the rest of the day, and how supposedly it's good for you, your kids. I don't remember exactly why, but I really do believe in it because I find that every time I clean up Carson's toys when he is napping, he gets up and I feel like he's happy that all of his toys are picked up and organized and he can just kind of start fresh for the rest of the day. And I also feel like he doesn't take out quite as many toys for the rest of the day for some reason, and then it's just easier for me to pick it up at the end of the day. And I do sometimes have him help me pick up his toys, but when I'm filming I usually just do it myself for the sake of the video, but he does help me a lot of the time.
You as you drive, do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
This was actually my first time kind of thoroughly vacuuming and washing the floors in my new place. I had to leave my vacuum and my steam mop at my old house, which was so hard for me because if you guys watch my channel, you know I like obsessively clean my floors, and it was just really hard. So I finally got them back, and I was so excited to finally do a thorough vacuum and then steam mop my floors. It was just like the best feeling ever, and this is actually what inspired me to clean in the first place on this day, because I just could not wait to wash my floors.
You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
Something I noticed when I was steam mopping these floors is that there is just no sheen, or I guess shininess or anything, to these hardwood floors in my apartment. Supposedly they are real hardwood. I thought it was laminate. To me, I still kind of think it is laminate, but I was told by the maintenance people here at my apartment complex that it was real hardwood. But this was just so much less satisfying because I couldn't see any sort of like wet mark where I was washing my floors because there's no sheen to them. They're like basically matte. So that was super disappointing, but still I was really happy to finally get these floors clean, because this was actually the first time I was steam mopping my floors in several weeks.
Forever.
But that's going to be it for this week's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it and it inspired you to get up and clean along with me. I know how hard it can be right now to just get the energy or the inspiration to get up and do anything with all of this going on, but hopefully this inspired you to get a few things done on your to-do list today. And I just want to say one more time before we end this video, because it doesn't feel right to not mention it here, but I'm thinking of you all as we go through this together and hoping that you're staying mentally well and physically well. Like I said, I'm planning to share some things over on my Instagram if you guys are interested in following me over there. I want to talk more about my journey to stay mentally well through this whole situation, and hopefully it inspires some of you to also set some goals for yourself and just focus on something positive in this crazy situation. So if you want to follow me over there, I'm going to leave my Instagram in the description box like I always do. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you will come back for my next one. I love you guys, and I will see you next time.
Just watch me break